Department of Mechatronics, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Welcome you for AICT sponsored 2-week online faculty development program on fostering ethics, moral values, character building in technical education. I take this opportunity to welcome today's resource person, Dr. Sridhar K., Professor and Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, BEC College, Bagalkot. I welcome Dr. Vijayshri R. Budyal Madam, the Professor and Head, Department of Mechatronics, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. I take this honor to introduce today's resource person, Dr. K. Sridhar Sir, who will be giving a talk on a teacher as a model for student in past as well as present scenario. Sir has completed his BE in Electronics and Communication from Gulbarga University in the year 1988. He has completed ME in Digital Electronics and Advanced Communication from Karnataka Regional Engineering College, Surathkal in the year 2000. Sir has completed his PhD in the year 2013, a specialization on speech processing. Sir has 31 years of experience in teaching field. Sir has guided both MTech as well as BE student project. Area of interest are DSP, digital signal processing, digital communication, control system, signal and system, and electronic circuits and speech processing. He has attended a number of training programs, short-term courses, and online webinars during this pandemic situation. Sir has published 10 international journals, 6 national journals, and 3 international conferences, 7 national conferences. He is an active member of ISTE, KRVP, IETE, and Kannada Vijnana Parishad. He was invited for various technical talks on MATLAB programming and application, advanced DSP and its application, and many more. We are very much happy to have you for this session, sir. I request HOD ma'am to tell few words about the session. Welcome you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all. I welcome you all for the afternoon session. That is the third session of this day. I personally and on behalf of SBC and department would like to thank our eminent resource person today, Dr. Sridhar Sir, who is my guru also, and we are blessed to have Dr. Sridhar Sir as our teacher, and we are there with his blessings today. Sir, we welcome you for the session, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Whether I am audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. So, shall I start, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can start, sir.
Okay.
Share the screen, sir.
Whether my slides are visible?
Not visible, sir. Not visible, sir.
Not visible?
Share screen. No, sir.
Wait.
Share screen.
Okay. Share screen. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You can start. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So, good afternoon to all of you. It gives me an immense pleasure to be a part of this FDP conducted by Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. And I am very happy to be associated with such a theme, wherein which a FDP on moral ethics is taken up, which is very much essential in these days. So I thank all the authorities of Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering and Dr. Vijay Budihar, Professor and Head Department of Mechatronics, for inviting me for this webinar. So it is actually a talk based on a subject where today is very much essential for all of us. Suppose if we look into the situation today, so we feel very bad, and sometimes we get disappointed by looking into not only in the teaching profession, you take any profession, so the moral values or moral ethics, what we say, are coming down. But there is no necessity to get disheartened, because there are many eminent people still with high moral and high uh, culture with us, who can be a guiding spirit for all of us. So I thank, personally, I thank all the authorities of Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering and Dr. Vijay Shri Budhyal Madam and all other organizers uh, inviting me for this very special webinar, I can say. So this is the first time on such a topic I am talking. Uh, I personally feel so it is very much essential to inculcate the role model within us as a teacher. So I'll be speaking with the present scenario in comparison with the past scenario, and what the uh, link is missing. So all those aspects I will try to touch upon uh, in another 1 hour session. So whether my uh, slides and audio are okay, comfortable?
Yes, yes, sir. Audio and
Okay.
slides are clearly visible, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, basically there are so many words we come across. So we come across a word like tutor, a teacher, acharya, pracharya, and guru. So these are all terms which are used oftenly in our teaching field, but they have their own uh, demarcation, and both will stand for different meaning. They have got different meaning, even though the basic purpose or the basic aim of all these professions, like say tutor, teacher, acharya, or acharya, and guru, all are same. The ultimate goal is same, to deliver the knowledge, but they have their own very distinct demarcation with each words. See, basically tutor. So here the main the transaction of knowledge between a student and a teacher is is on a formal basis, right? So there is a just it is a delivery, just it is a delivery of information from a person to a student. It is delivered. That's all. Whether that delivery is done to the inner core of the student or not, it is not the job of the tutor. So tutor will just, he will transfer the information, whatever he had mechanically, he will transfer to the student. So they are, we find tutors, for example, in laboratories earlier in degree colleges, of course in engineering colleges also. Uh, we used to heard this word tutor. So tutor, he will be having a fixed set of instructions and he will deliver those instructions to the student. So if at all a student say ask anything more or deeper into that delivery, so he will be not able to answer, or he may not be able to give the complete justice for the questions. That is the job of tutor. So slowly, at a slight higher stage, we have a word called teacher. So teacher, what he does is, so he will same information. So the goal of all these uh, different levels of teaching are same. Goal is same, to deliver the information. So here teacher, he will slightly go one step ahead of tutor. So what he does, he will deliver the information and he will see that it is going to reach all the students. He teaches, that's all. So teaching is different and practicing is different. So he teaches. So a teacher can teach a moral lesson, he can teach a ethics lesson, he can teach physics, he can teach chemistry, he can teach electronics. So he can teach. But here a student, a student cannot question him. A student cannot question him other than teaching aspects. I hope you are able to understand. A student cannot question a teacher other than teaching aspects. So only a student can ask him about what he has taught. That's all. So he's just a teacher, right? So here, if you look into the another word called say acharya, so this is slightly different. So here, acharya. So in these two cases, tutor and teacher. So there is no authority. There is no authority of tutor or teacher on the students. So it is just a give and take business, right? So one step if you go, so it is acharya. So acharya is different. So Acharya, probably you might have heard, uh, we find this surname in Udupi, Mangalore side, we find, say, Acharya. So Acharya is at a slightly higher level. So who made him to be at higher level? So it is on his own efforts. On his own efforts. I will come to that point later on. So Acharya will also do same job. He will deliver the information to the students. But
Excuse me,
here,
sir.
yes,
Sir,
madam. Yes.
bit louder, sir. Bit louder.
Pardon me, madam. Louder.
Louder. Volume, sir. Volume.
Okay. Okay.
Voice.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Volume. You want more volume? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Unmute, sir. Unmute. Unmute. Unmute, sir. Unmute. Sir, your voice is not audible. Voice is not audible, sir. Unmute, sir. Unmute, sir. In the system, unmute, sir.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yeah. Is it audible now? Audible?
Yes, sir. Share screen, sir. Screen is, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's audible. Okay,
Ah,
sir.
okay.
Maximize the screen, sir. Screen maximize.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is
sir. Okay.
maximized only. It is in
Yes, sir.
the
Yes.
screen
Yes, sir.
share
Okay.
mode. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
shall I go ahead? Shall I go ahead?
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Say this Acharya term is slightly higher. So he is authority. He is authority about the information what he has and what he intended to deliver the student. So they are called Acharya. So we say Acharya Devo Bhava. That means our culture didn't say it says Acharya Devo Bhava. So Acharya Devo Bhava. So here the basic goal is same to deliver the information, but the information is delivered with authority and with pure goal. So here there is no like a give and take business, right? So suppose it is this is a natural. Say suppose if rain comes, so it will not distinguish between the poor and between the rich. So that is the nature. So that is the quality of Acharya. So Acharya will deliver the information. He is teaching the students, but with authority. There is authority in his field, and also there is a student can question him. A student can question a Acharya. Suppose, of course, earlier people used to do that. Suppose if a student questions Acharya, so Acharya, without any hesitation, they used to answer, and there is no there is no compromise. There is no compromise in the qualities of Acharya. That is, we call two qualities: the inner qualities and outer qualities. So the inner qualities of a Acharya, so were very ethical and no compromise with the quality and equality. So a teacher with authority in knowledge, with a vision of treating all his disciples as his own children, right? And delivering the information, whatever he knows, with authority and able to receive any questions from the students. He is able to receive any questions from the students. But here it doesn't happen in these two cases. It happens, but here a student can question any part of the knowledge. Even they can question the personal aspects of this. And the relation between acharya and students is like own children and their parents. So that is acharya. So that's why we say acharya devo bhava, right? So next it goes to pracharya. It goes to pracharya. So pracharya, so here it is a basic combination of two words, pra and acharya. Pra, it corresponds to prathama. Prathama means first. So pracharya, that means he is the first acharya, we can say. So first acharya means here his goal is also same. His goal is also same, but here he is the teacher or acharya who is to be first in the line. Acharya, we say, that's why in Kannada we say, for Kannada, for principal we say pracharyaru. So that is pracharya. So pracharya means he is going to guide all these acharyas, and in turn these acharyas are going to guide the students. So pracharya can also do that. Pracharya can also do that, but his moral rights and moral qualities are at higher level, and they can take the responsibility of acharya in absence of him. In earlier Gurukula system, in Gurukula system, so there were acharyas and there were pracharyas, right? We can say Dronacharya was pracharya, and say in his school of archery, we can say all Pandavas and Kauravas were students, and among them many were other students also. So the responsibility of Pracharya is more than Acharya. So he can take the responsibility of Acharya and he can deliver the knowledge, and the qualities, inner qualities of Pracharya and Acharya remain same, and Pracharya can be questioned by Acharya. So see, basically there are two types of philosophy. So one philosophy is uh, seeking the truth. So here, uh, Acharya and Pracharya, what they do is, while teaching, they will not simply teach. It is not simply telling, say, Newton's third law or some, say, Boyle's law and deriving it and solving some problems. No, it's not like that. They go beyond that. They go beyond this. These two, Acharya and Pracharya, they go beyond that, and they make the disciple to understand the subject as well as what is life. This is where the role of Acharya and Pracharya comes. Here, it is missing. So here also they will teach Boyle's law and Newton's third. They will solve problems, no doubt. But here, tutor and teacher they may not be able to reveal what life is, what this birth is, what this death is. So they slightly go deeper. That means I can say they slightly go some philosophical insight. They give some philosophical insight into that. So therefore, these Acharya and Pracharya have their different meaning, their different role, different power. So we can call these as, say, small batteries of, say, 1.5 volt. So these are all of megavolts, right? That means they deliver the knowledge, and also they deliver how to lead a life. How to lead a life. And before leading a life, they tell what is life. It is nothing to do. It is nothing to do. So nobody will question Acharya if he doesn't tell that. So people may question if he doesn't teach, but Acharya will not stop to that point. He will go beyond that. He will go beyond that. So he will tell what is this? What is this life? And ultimately he makes a student ready to face the real world with high moral. Their goal was, see, once a student comes out of a college or any institute, maybe from engineering college or medical college or any other college, so they start struggling because they don't have knowledge about life, what life is. They have knowledge, they have degree, no doubt, but they don't have what is life. So that gap. So for a life, we need knowledge. Education is required, and self-knowledge is required. So these two people, Acharya and Pracharya, they were used to give the knowledge about self. So this is where Acharya and Pracharya they stand. So we say Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose. We never say Jagadish Chandra Bose. We say Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose. So he was Acharya, right? And if you come to this, so it's very important. So we don't find, of course, with due respect, I am very great respect to all tutors and all teachers, no doubt. Some teachers are having these qualities also, what Acharya and Pracharya used to have. Even tutors also, some tutors are there. But if you go into the literal meaning, so this is what we found. And personally, I have experienced tutors, teachers, Acharya and Pracharya. And if you lastly go to this Guru, so this is a great word. So this word takes, so his aim is also to deliver knowledge, no doubt, right? He will deliver knowledge to the students. But here, so Guru will make the student to understand himself apart from the degree or whatever it is. The degrees and all are required for the livelihood. So we want to make our life, so we want bread and butter. So that knowledge Guru is able to deliver, but apart from that, they deliver a knowledge which is supreme knowledge. Supreme in the sense, supreme knowledge in the sense is the basic goal of all these three professions, Acharya, Pracharya, and Guru, is a student should get knowledge and a student should remain stand still in his joyful circumstances and sorrowful circumstances. That is where these three will do that. That's where these three will do that, right? And please remember, all these Acharya, Pracharya, and Guru were also like us only. Uh, they were like us only, but they had a great. So they were knowing the truth what they knew from their gurus is, so this life is not permanent. This life is not permanent. So it is a rented house, and one day we have to vacate. So all those lessons where they used to deliver while delivering the knowledge. That means in these three professions, philosophy was delivered as and when required. And I'll tell you, so what they used to speak, they used to practice. What they used to speak, they used to practice. So in Kannada, there is one simple proverb. So, uh, many our philosophers, social reformers like Basveshwara, and they have told, they say, Nudidante nade, ide janma kade. So ultimately, what we want? Ultimately, we want salvation. Ultimately, we want mukti, whether I am a doctor or whether I am an engineer or whether I am a teacher. So immaterial. So here, the role or the goal of these three persons is not to deliver simply information. It is to deliver information along with the essential lessons of life and how to lead a life and how to be stand still in joyful circumstances and sorrowful circumstances, because they knew joys and sorrows are not for the soul, it is only for the body. So these are all very deep meaning. We never we say Gurudevo Bhava. Correct. So we say Guru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Matru Devo Bhava. So they are equivalent to God. So wherever, suppose if we want to see a God, we can see a God in Guru, we can see a God in Pracharya, we can see a God in Acharya. Of course, there are teachers, there are tutors who are also God. But if you take dictionary meaning, so it means only two. So here there is a give and take business, that's all. Followed, no? So we used to go tuition. Of course, nowadays also students go. So what they do? So they take money, right? Of course, yeah, it is livelihood. They take money and they deliver. Yeah, they will solve this chapter, that all problems. They will do it. Yes, that's all. But here there is a business so involved. I am not saying that it is bad. Okay, they are also doing a part of their job. So what is required, they are delivering. So I have great respect to tutors also and teachers also. But Acharya and Pracharya are Guru, and these are all very higher words. Right? It is very rare to see. It is very rare to see Acharya, Pracharya, and Guru. But in the if you just go earlier days, so all were Acharyas, Pracharyas, and Gurus. But now it is of course we can see, but the I can say the percentage of looking Acharya, Pracharya, and Guru is reduced. Drastically, it has reduced, I can say. So where is what is wrong, where things are going wrong? So it is very difficult to analyze. Very difficult to analyze. Is it audible what I am speaking?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ah,
You
okay,
can.
okay, 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 okay. So yeah, if you just look into, so my talk is to just to focus on to the past and present. So if you look at, so I'm not saying that all are bad. No, not like that. There are wonderful people, people who are equivalent to Guru, Pracharya, Acharya, and all. There are people. So we should not get disheartened, right? So if you look into earlier, see Dronacharya and Ekalavya, so this is his teacher and the disciple. All of you know the story, what qualities Dronacharya had and what qualities Ekalavya had, right? So here to gain the knowledge, so the student is supposed to be a disciple. So disciple is different, student is different. They are different words, right? Student means, I told you, no, it is a just give and take business. That's all. So disciple goes little higher. So disciple goes slightly higher into that. So disciple means, so for Ekalavya, Dronacharya was the ultimate, whole and soul, whole and soul, right? So that, but we don't find such a relationship today between teacher and student, right? So you know, and teacher had all rights on disciples. So now we don't have. Now we don't have all the. So why we don't have? Why they had? So it is very clear. It is very clear that so as I told you, there are two types of philosophy. One is seekers and followers. There are two types of philosophy basically, seekers and followers. So seekers means, so we try to seek the truth or information, right? There there are people there are people who seek the information while seeking the truth. While seeking the, say, we can say it as God. While seeking the truth, we can question. So when we try to seek, we can question whether it is right or wrong. No, I'm not convinced with this. So that is there. And there are some another type of philosophy where there are followers. So you simply follow, right? So it is not possible to question. But please remember, the goal is same. Goal of seekers and the goal of followers both are same. To attain the enlightenment, both are same. Okay. So, and if you just look into the past scenario, like say Parshuram and Karna. So you know the story of Parshuram and Karna. So Parshuram was teacher for Karna to teach archery, right? And actually Karna, he lied with Parshuram, and the qualities of these teachers were they never used to admit a student without examining. They never used to admit. But here, and tutors, they can admit anybody, because there is a give and take business. So here no. So earlier they used to test in their own ways to admit a student into his Gurukula or into his school. So you know the story of Parshuram and Karna, right? So Parshuram, he tested Karna. Then he found that he's a Kshatriya. He's a Kshatriya. He found that he's a Kshatriya, and he immediately he removed from his Gurukula. So correct a curse. Means able to give boon as well as curse. They had that power. How that power has come, that is different issue. But here there is no cursing capability or other things, because it is just simple business, right? Or give and take. I can say not giving knowledge and taking knowledge. That's all. See, there are two words in our Indian culture. We say Gurukula and Guru Bandhu. We say. So Gurukula is, so Guru Kula means it is collection. Kula means it is collection. So it is collection of a guru. That means guru used to lead this Gurukula. So slowly they have modified. They have modified, and we have today colleges, schools, and all. Schools and all. And Guru Bandhu. So Guru Bandhu means who is very close to a Guru, on par with Guru, equivalent to Guru, they are called Guru Bandhu. Guru Bandhu. Gurukula and Guru Bandhu, and all who come out. See, Gurukula used to produce Gurukula used to produce disciples, and those disciples used to go out into the real world, and they used to carry a profession to lead the life. So that is not the only aim to lead the life. They had a inner aim to understand what this life is. So that's what Gurukula used to do. And all the people who come out with Gurukula, they are Guru Bandhu. All are Guru Bandhu. So when I say Guru Bandhu, so there is no distinction. There is no distinction between each other. So such a culture they used to give in earlier Gurukulas. So we have seen many Gurukulas in our ancient epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata, right? So even today we have some Gurukulas. Even today we have Gurukula. We have one Gurukula in Gadag, Gurukula in Gadag. 40 your staying, all care they will take. It's a Gurukula. It's a true Gurukula, and no restriction on caste. No restriction on caste. Anybody of any caste they can join, and they treat all are equal. All are equal. So you can see lively. We can see a Gurukula in Gadag. In Gadag, it is there, and of course in some other places are also there. It is very very interesting, and the main difference is the especially acharyas, pracharya, guru, and these the main whatever they used to speak, it is through their deeds only, right? So that means whatever they speak, they used to do it, and there is a one-to-one correspondence. Whatever we speak, we do this. But here it is missing. Here it is missing. Today in scenario, we are finding there is no one-to-one. So what they speak, they just, no, I'm not talking about all people do that. So majority of the people, what they speak, they will not do. They will do something different. And so earlier teachers scenario say they were worried about the worthiness. They were worried about the worthiness. That is inner worth, we say. Worth is different. Inner worth is different. So developing the inner qualities, earlier education system was mainly focused on enhancing the inner worth of a student. Inner worth of a student. Say if you look into our olden epics, say they never said I am sorrow, I am very happy. They never said, but ultimate goal was to achieve the salvation, or in Kannada what we call it as mukti, we say, right? So they were worried about inner worth rather than in delivering the degree, right? So developing the inner worth here we cannot do. Here it's difficult to do. Right? Only acharya, pracharya, and the guru can enhance the inner worth of a student. Right? So They used to, they 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 lived like that, I can say. They lived like exemplaries. They were exemplaries, right? So, and another important thing is the earlier teacher student relationship was impartial. So they never used to treat with any without any partial vision. No, they were all impartial to all the students. Of course, today there are many people who are impartial, and there are we, we find some people partial, doing something. So when we do this, suppose if I do this, suppose if I say something, if I do something, then I will lost credibility. I will lost credibility. So respect, what I am getting only outside. So inner respect we have lost. We have lost inner respect because our words are differing from our deeds. Our words are differing. So this is very important in these three. So what they used to speak, they used to behave like that, or they used to do like that. First they used to do, then they used to speak. So this is where there is a lot of difference between the past scenario and the present scenario. Past scenario and okay. And if you just look into, say, what I told you, so there is uh, a Gurukula. So there it was just started by Hangal Kumar Swamiji, and it was under the leadership of, say, Panchakshara Gavaiji. They were a Hindustani music stalwarts, right? So I can narrate what a teacher is and what a student is. Who built that qualities? They they built those qualities into their students because they were like that. They were like that. See, if you just look into Panchakshar Gavaiji and Basavaraj Rajguruji, if you look into them, probably many of you may be knowing. So both were Hindustani musicians, great musicians of our Karnataka. Of course, we can say our India also. See, once he had been to Hubli, Panchakshar Gavaiji, who was born blind. He went to Hubli, and he couldn't get, along with his disciples, he couldn't get a bus to Gadag. So what he did, so he went to Siddharod Swamiji Mutt, and he wanted to stay there for that night. So he was talking with Swamiji, and at that time, Basavaraj Rajguru was there as a student of Sanskrit. Basavaraj Rajguru father, he had admitted Basavaraj at Siddharoda Swami Mutt to learn Sanskrit. So Swamiji introduced this small boy of, say, 8 or 10 years boy to Panchakshara Gavaiji, saying that no, this boy is very good. So he sings very well. He sings drama songs and all very nice. So would you kindly guide him? Then Panchakshara Gavaiji said, okay. He asked that boy to sing one song. So he sang one vachana, and immediately he said, "No, from tomorrow you can come with me." See, this is what a acharya, or this is what a guru means. Immediately he said, "Yeah, you can." This boy can come with me tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll take him to Gadag, and I will train him. Who will say no? It's very difficult. It's all difficult task. Very difficult task. Because I will tell you for kind information, Panchakshara Gavaiji, who is not alone, he had nearly 100 to 200 students along with him. So he has to look after. He has to look after. Imagine 100, roughly 100 or 150 students. looking after their shelter, food, staying, all things was on his shoulders. With that responsibility, immediately he said, "No, this boy is very good, so he can come tomorrow with me." He picked up and he trained. He trained him for 10 years. He trained Basavaraj Rajguru for 10 years in his ashrama. 10 years. Then he made him a stalwart. And I'll tell you, there was not a single day, there was not a single day Basara Rajguru remembering Panchakshar Bhai. I will tell you, very, very interesting how teachers were there. See, who will say now, suppose if we find a student is very good, so can we take him to our house? No, we will not do that. It's difficult. Of course, there are so many constraints also. After training for 10 years, nearly 10 to 12 years, Basavaraj Rajguru started staying in that. This Panchakshar Gavaiji had a drama theatre, so he started working with the theatre, and he was a artist.
Sir, 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 your voice got paused. ಹೋಗಿ ಸರ್ವ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಪೌಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Okay, 2 minutes be online. Everyone to who all are present in the session. Okay, there will be technical issue. Okay, we'll get connect soon. Sir, share screen. Sir, is it audible? Sir, is it audible, sir? Yours is in radian. Keep in degree.
Sir, even if you do this also same only we get, sir.
Degree is radian.
Yes, sir, I have done it in a
But it will take more time. Yes. Do you want polar once again?
Hello?
Sir, now is it audible, sir?
Sir,
Audible? Yes,
sir,
madam. Is
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
audible now?
Sir, audible, sir.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದಲ್ಲ?
Screen ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
Sir, for yours it is not audible.
Ah. You are not able to hear me?
We can hear, sir.
No, sir.
PPT ಕೂಡ
Madam. Madam, there is a
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
problem. There is a problem in the net, so it is not connecting. Anyway, I will talk. There is no problem.
Screens.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Now it's clear.
you
say
are able to
screen.
see the slides.
No, sir. Say screen.
No, sir. So sharing the screen is not possible because there is a problem in the net.
Okay, no problem, sir. We'll continue,
So
sir.
I will talk. I will talk. I will
Okay.
talk. There's no.
Fine, sir. Continue, sir.
So can you unmute your mics because I'm getting noise?
Okay,
If
sir. I'll
possible.
unmute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is where Panchakshar Gavaiji asked Rajguru to what he asked, no, Guru Kanike, he asked him to teach whatever he has taught for 10 to 12 years. So you should teach anybody approaches you. So, and today, of course, both of them are no more. Both of them are no more. Uh, both of them are no more, but we can see Rajguru taught all the people who approached him. So, can you see my slides now?
Yes, sir. Fine. You continue, sir.
Okay.
Not an issue. PPT is visible, sir.
Is it fine now? Is it okay? Are you able to see the screen and my audio is okay?
Yes, sir. Fine. It's very clear, sir.
Yes.
No
Yes.
problem.
Yes.
Continue,
Yes.
sir. No issues.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So that was the Guru Kanike asked by Panchakshar Gavaiji to Rajguru, and Rajguru taught whoever approached him. So he taught without asking any caste, nothing. Without impartially, he taught the people. Today we find a lot of disciples. Today we find a lot of disciples of Master Rajguru. It is the whole credit goes to him. See, this is the character building. This is the character building. Say, if Panchashar Gavaiji asked some rupees, no, he would ask, hey, give me 1,000 rupees as Guru Kaniki. He would have asked, but they never asked. That is the quality, inner quality of a teacher. So they can be called as Guru. So similarly, we had say another disciple was there. So this is how the character building was done. Character building is very difficult. Character building can be done only by a teacher who has characters, and a teacher who is having no character cannot build, right? So including me. Another same in the same Gurukula, there was another person by name Siddham Jambaldini, another person, right? Uh, See, actually, when he met Panchakshar Gavaiji, so he was unable to speak properly. So he used to Tamron. ಇವರಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಗುಕ್ಕಿಸ್ತಿದ್ರು ಇವರು. He was unable to speak properly. Then he said, no, Swamiji, I am not able to speak properly. I have a problem. Then he said, no, everything will be all right. You join our Gurukula. He joined Gurukula, and he was perfectly all right. And he became one of the most prominent musician of our Karnataka, and he was very famous for singing vachanas. You can listen in your YouTube, or very simple, very prominent musician. Of course, he is no more now, right? Then after some time, after leaving his ashrama, he developed that disease, leukoderma. He developed leukoderma. ಬಿಳುಪು ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಳುಪು ಆಯ್ತು ಇವರಿಗೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಜಂಬಲ್ದಿನವರಿಗೆ ಬಿಳುಪು ಆಯ್ತು. See the relation between teacher and student. He did not go to hospital. He did not approach any doctors. He came to his guru. And said, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರುಗಳೇ, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಿಳುಪಾಗ್ಯದ, ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಂತೆ. ಅದು ಬಿಳುಪನ್ನು ಹೊರಟೋಯ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಆದಮೇಲೆ. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಬಿಳುಪು ಅದು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅದು ಬಿಳುಪು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಪವರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್. It was only the inner power, belongingness, impartial. He used to say, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ದುಃಖವನ್ನು ಕಳೆಯೋದೇ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಆನಂದ ಯಾವುದೂ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. Suppose if we try to minimize the sorrows or the problems of other people, it gives the greatest pleasure, he used to say. So you can have a lot of people, and today we have people of that quality also, but the number is small. So the character building and see, without without 3 times, he used to perform 3 times puja. His puja was 3 times, morning 3 hour, afternoon and evening. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9 hours. 9 hours puja was there. I don't know when they practiced. So out of 24 hours, say if you remove 8 hours, so 9 hours out of that puja. So I don't know when they slept, when they did. Very, very amazing. And we all of know Bhimsen Joshi, right? He is also no more now. So he learnt under another very prominent teacher by name Savai Gandharva. So all are belonging to same belt, Dharwad belt. Savai Gandharva. So he stayed in the house of his guru. Right. Fourth, Bhimsen Joshi was 4th standard, Kannada medium, 4th standard. He learnt in Bagalkot. So he went up to Bharat Ratna. Most of you have heard his music. So see, Savai Gandharva, how they built the character. What was the character building? See, if you see Bhimsen Joshi photo very closely, on his forehead there is a mark. There is a small cut mark is there. You can see. Those who have seen his photo, once again you please see, on his forehead there is a mark. There is a mark of small mark is there, right? He used to tell to his friends, see, this is where my guru hit. So he was giving riyaz. Riyaz means practice. He was practicing. So in practicing he did a mistake. Then he immediately threw that small knife used to cut the supari. So he had a cut on his forehead. See, why? Because teacher, guru, disciple means his own care. So that was only possible from gurus. So Bhimsen Joshi used to say, my guru is Savai Gandharva, he used to say. And he used to celebrate every year. He used to celebrate 3 days music festival at Pune. So Bhimsen Joshi was settled in Pune. So he used to celebrate 3 days. 3 days in his teacher name. Who will celebrate now? 3 days. He used to invite all the renowned musicians at Pune and inviting them and asking them to perform. So he used to do continuously for 3 days in the name of his guru. Right? So they were all, see, if you look into Bhimsen Joshi education, 4th standard, Kannada medium, right? So that means it is clearly it says education and the inner worth are different. Education degrees, they will give degrees, that's all, right? So you just look into Padma Vibhushan, Modi, MC Modi, he became Padma Vibhushan. See, I have seen my own eyes. He used to perform hundreds of eye operations. Without taking a single pie. No charge at all. So you just imagine what type of culture his teachers might have given to him. So they were able to give because they were like that. So if we are like that, we can give that. Otherwise, we cannot give that. So suppose if I have water, I can give water. Otherwise, I cannot. From where I can give? It is not possible to give. And another important thing was in earlier scenario. In earlier scenario, the teachers were morally high, morally high. No compromise with ethics, principles. No compromise. No compromise. Right. So same thing happened with another musician, uh, Mallikarjun Mansur of Dharwad. His teacher was Nilakanta Bua. Right. Nilakanta Bua belonging to say Miraz. He is called Nilakanta Bua Mirazkar. See, Nilakanta Bua Mirazkar had gone to a drama where his disciple was a harmonium teacher. Nilakanta Bua had been to, I think he had been to Dharwad or Hubli, I don't remember correctly. He had been to that drama because his student uh, asked him to come and see the drama where he used to play harmonium. And Nilakanta Bua went to that drama, and in the middle there was a small boy by name Mallikarjun. He was a small actor there. So he was singing. He was singing. So Nilkant Bua waited till the drama is over. Then he went to dressing room. Then he asked the manager to give this boy to him. See, he asked this small boy to give him. I will make him a stalwart in music. Teaching mathematics or teaching signal processing or teaching computer networks is simple, but teaching music is very difficult because that student has to reproduce that with his own capabilities. Then Nilkantpo asked the manager to give this boy to. Then they said why? No. This boy should not stay in this drama because he will be spoiled. He will be spoiled. You please give me. I will make him a stalwart. See, interestingly, Nilkanta Bua didn't have better shelter and bread for him. See the inner zeal, inner concern about the quality. So he didn't have proper shelter. Then in that situation, he took him. He took him to mirrors and he treated him as his own child. Then he taught. Nearly 10 to 12 years he taught. Right. So that is how the teacher were there. Of course, today we find very few in number, right? And interestingly, that what I meant to say is how these qualities will come, because the qualities character building will come. The first step of character building is it has to begin from teacher. The teacher is like that, and his disciples will be like that, right? So this is how in Suratkal there was a teacher by name Dr. K.N. Haribat. He used to teach us cryptography when I was in MTech first semester. And BEL company used to come for a campus interview, and they never used to interview anybody if at all they want a candidate in cryptography. They never used to interview because it was taught by Haribhat sir. Finished. So that is the quality of teacher. Right. See, another very interesting. That means there is an unknown influence of a teacher takes place on a student. Unknown influence cannot be expressed, cannot be written in books. Right. So another very great musician, Puttraj Gavaiji, disciple of Panchakshar Gavaiji. His disciple was, say, Shivraj Gavaiji. So once they had come to Raichur, where I was staying, in a certain concert, uh, first Shivraj Gavai concert was going on. After that, Puttraj Gavai's concert was there. So Shivraj Gavai concert was over. Then he was sitting on one chair of the uh, theater, right? Then when Puttraj Gavai entered onto the stage, so he stood automatically. He 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 was also blind, and Puttraj Gavai also was blind. So how how who told him to stand? That who told him that Puttraj Gavai is coming? Nobody told. He was not able to see, and he was also not able to see. He stood the moment he entered onto the dais, and he stood till he sat. This is very, very amazing. Still he sat. He was standing till he was sitting. He did not. So once Putrajga sat, then he sat down. See, both were blind. Both were blind. Putraj Gavaiji was also blind, and Shuraj Gavaiji also. Both were blind. And who told us now Putraj Gavai has come? You have to stand, and you have to stand till he sits. Nobody told. Only inner force can tell. Only a guru can tell that. That is guru. So a lot of difference is there. All these words, they are not simple. They are very, very different, right? So still, it is not disheartening. Still, we find many people. There are many, many, many people around us, and they were always worried about the inner commitment. Inner commitment. And inner commitment, they have come out with all joys and sorrows. The one who comes out with joys and sorrows can guide properly, without effortless and without any selfless. So I personally find inner commitment. There is a question. I put a question mark. In present scenario, inner commitment is a question mark. Why it is question mark? There are so many deliberations. There are so many questions. There will be debates. Why inner commitment not there? I will give a simple example. See, when a teacher gets appointed into a school, so what they will do, they will pay 5,000, 6,000. Slowly they'll increase 1,000. It becomes 8,000. Right? Who told what amount of fees they are taking? They're taking huge fees, but they are not paying. See, there are so many problems. Why there is no inner commitment from teacher? There are so many reasons out there. Okay, so it's a very big question. It's a very big question. See, in Western countries, inner commitment is very, very high. It's very, very high. Nobody can question. Suppose if you want to see Kayakave Kailasa, if you want to see Kayakave Kailasa, you can see in Western countries. In Western countries, you can see that. No compromise with work. I don't know why that didn't came to us, even though Kayako Kailasa was given by us, Indian. But we should not get disheartened, because to follow, we have to be on our own line. We have to be on our own line. Right? So they used to treat their students as their own children, and uh, they were guided by true inner conscience. Inner conscience was very, very high. See, I told you, the teachers today we find why inner conscience is not there. Why it is not there? Who is responsible for? There's so many questions. There are so many answers, but we land up with conflicting answers. We land up with conflicting answers, right? And they never used to compromise with quality. No, they never used to compromise. So quality has to come. Quality has to come, right? So today, no. See, when you take, there are some people so who are very, very worried about the quality. Quality should come, right? So now quality has become now teaching itself has become secondary. Right? So there are so many issues related to character building. So how to build, and all, they're all very, very prominent questions. Suppose if you look into Kuvempu and his teacher T.S. Venkannaya. Kuvempu, he got Jnanapita, Kannada, correct, for Ramayana Darshanam. Then people asked him. People asked T.S. Venkannaya. He was teacher of at Mysore. They asked him, Venkannaya, see, you didn't get Jnanapita award, whereas your disciple has got Jnanapita. So how do you feel? He said, I am very happy because my student has got Jnanapita. So that is teacher. That is a guru. So and interestingly, T.S. Venkannaya he never used to talk more, only to the point. Kannada, he used to teach Kannada for Kuvempu when he was a student at Mysore. So he used to teach with utmost silence, and he dedicated his Ramayana Darshanam, for which he got Jnanapita, to him. It was dedicated to his teacher. Right? So, finally, coming to my last stage of my presentation. So, this what we call it as divinity. So, divinity is it is composed of it comes Satkarma, Sadvichara, and Satbodhe. Satkarma means good work. Sadvichara means good thoughts. Satbodhe means good teachings. Not good, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಬೋಧನೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವಿಚಾರ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕರ್ಮಗಳು. ಇವು ಮೂರು, if these three are within us, then automatically divinity will come. So divinity is basically, it is composed, or it is directly depends on these quantities. So, and another thing what I would like to say is, say education is earlier, why we are getting this problem is, earlier the education was given based on the interest in which field you are interested, you do that. That was the earlier concept, and naturally there was no conflict, there was a good relation between teacher and student, everything was fine. But today we find it is not based on the interest, it is based on the, say, uh, I can say based on, say, with your permission, I can say it is based on the money or how much I earn after doing this. We think like that, no, including how much I will earn, whether it is possible to live a good life or not. So, like that, right? It is not, I am not blaming anybody. So this is scenario what we have. So things are made like that, and so Guru is one who is able to identify the inner worth. Inner worth of a student can be identified only by a Guru, not by others. So character building is not a simple job. So character building takes place, it is displayed by the deeds. Character is displayed by the deeds, and the deeds will be followed by the disciples. So I will take my example only. When I was there at my primary school, my high school, teachers were like one teacher was equivalent to a Nobel. What commitment they had! What commitment! Primary school teacher, what commitment they had! High school teachers, high degree of commitment. And when I came to Suratkal, amazing commitment to the profession. So it is only nobody can teach the qualities, only thing. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡವರು ಶಿವಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ with good people. So Satkarma, Sadvichara, Satbodhe, Satsanga, right? So these will definitely bring divinity. So once you attain that, then you will become true Guru, right? True Guru. And the things, society will become good, and things will go in a normal way. And even in today's scenario, also we find many Gurus are there. There is no necessity of getting disheartened or getting disappointed. We find many people equivalent to Guru, right? So I am also trying to be in this path, Satkarma, Sadvichara, and Sadbodhe. It is very difficult because when we are in this, sometimes we will get bad things and sometimes we will do bad things. But intentionally, you should not do any bad things to anybody. If you do intentionally, definitely it will return back with double force. Right? So, uh, with these few words, I think time is also up now. It is 3. I thank all of you for your participation in this session of teacher as a role model, past and present scenario. And if you have any questions to ask, and you can ask. And I have great respect to tutors, teachers, acharya, pracharya, and guru. All are respect, but only if you look into the scenario and slightly to distinguish, that distinction has been made, right? So I hope this session will, in fact, it has made me more. I could recall my old memories, uh, and I could present in front of you. And we are all teachers. We are all teachers, and we all can become teachers with a high divine power, and it is possible. Of course, many of our true teachers also are there, and character building comes, it should begin first from teacher. And I am also a teacher, so I should build my character first, and I'm trying to build my character first. And I hope this is useful to all of you. And I thank all the authorities of Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Principal Dr. Suresh, uh, and Head of the Department, Dr. Vijay Shri Madam, and Ramya Madam, being in touch with me since 15 to 20 days. And I don't know the names of your other colleagues and other organizers of this wonderful session. I thank for all of you for giving me an opportunity uh, to be a part of this wonderful FDP on ethics and moral building. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
yes, ma'am.
the session was really wonderful, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
One thing from my side is we have
Okay,
attended many sessions in
okay.
which the number of slides were more, but the
Ah,
content was very less. But
yes, yes.
even though it was two slides have covered more than 100 slides of information, sir, and it
Yes,
was
madam. Yes, yes,
means
yes, yes,
we
yes.
went to our childhood and we remembered our guru.
Ah,
And
yeah.
really, sir, you are an acharya, sir. By the
No, no,
way,
no, no.
the way you have explained the things in two slides, it was
Oh,
really made us to become a acharya rather than a guru, teacher.
yeah, yeah.
It
Oh,
was really a session, sir. And you have given many examples like
yeah,
Dronacharya,
yeah,
Ekalavya, Parshurama, and Karna. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
nowadays, it is very hard and difficult to give an example like teacher and guru nowadays, sir. It's really was very
Yeah,
good session, sir. We are
yeah.
very happy to have you, sir. I
That's
want to thank in on behalf of management, department, coordinators, participants, on my own behalf. We are
yeah.
very much happy to have you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, madam. One small suggestion I would like to give.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
there is a great teacher, great guru in Bangalore, by name Dr. Suparna Bhatt. He is there. He is there in Bangalore. I can give you his address, his phone number. You invite
Yes,
him
sir.
for
Yes.
your institute if possible. So he will take
Yes, sir.
wonderful sessions on philosophy, signals and systems, DSP. He can talk, see, control systems, circuits. He is expert of nearly 10 to 15 subjects. Apart from
Yes,
that, authority in Bhagavad Gita, and Dr. P. Subbarnabhat, professor of Suratkal. Now he's retired. Now he stays in Bangalore. He stays in Bangalore. I will give his number. You please contact him, and
yes, sir.
whenever he is free, you can invite him. Invite him.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We
Thank
will
you. Thank you,
surely
Vananda.
invite, sir, because nowadays we won't get staff who will involve philosophy in their teaching, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he
I
will he
by
will do
his
that.
By
He will.
listening to
He,
you, sir, really I felt like that, sir. This one, philosophy plays a very important role
yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah,
generation.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
My guru Subarna Bhatt will do that. Subarna Bhatt sir will do
Yes, sir.
that. Definitely. He was my guru.
Yes, sir.
He was my guru. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
So
Thank you,
shall I
sir.
stop? Shall I stop now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Fine, sir. Thank you,
okay.
sir.
Thank you.
We will wind up, sir.